Mimi naitwa Joshua Okayo na mimi si mgeni hapa, nimekuwa hapa. Spika, kama kuna vurugu imetokea hapa, poleni sana. Mimi nilisimama hapa nikiona mkono imerushwa hivi, nilikuwa tu na block isiguze mtu hapo. Kwa hivyo si mimi nimeleta vurugu, nilikuwa na mtu wa vurugu hapo nikaa ametoka. Na spika, pia ningependa kusema hivi, and I would like to side with my brother James. I think ametoka James Mulamba amesema hapa story ya Gen Z. Hata Gen Z ni wananchi. Kwa hivyo mkisema bunge la wananchi, hata hao Gen Z ni wananchi. Tusikuje hapa tuanze kusegregate ourselves na tuanze kunini watu wengine ni kama si members. Hao pia ni wananchi. And any day, any time I will protect and advocate for Gen Zs because they are part of this community, and I think I fall within that group. Yes. Kitu cha pili, asanteni sana by the way kuweka hii platform. Watu wana share issues. I want to speak to some issues. Number one, juzi niliuliza swali kwa X, why there is a surge in the number of Burundians in Kenya. Kuna reasons mingi na watu wamepeana reasons mingi. Lakini we are more concerned about Somalis coming to Kenya, but we don't know that there are Burundians who are being allowed into Kenya freely. And these are the people who are being used to kill Kenyans. Na wale watu ambao wanafanya organ trafficking. I don't know why it doesn't concern us that tunasikia tu mtu amekufa abruptly. Unasikia tu kuna mwili ilipatikana sijui wapi. Kuna mwili ilipatikana sijui wapi na tuna move on tu. Wanafanya postmortem, mtu anazikwa, story inaendelea. Kuna watu wako behind organ trafficking in Kenya. And some of them, I have been told the government of Kenya is protecting bunge la wananchi, but critical members of that group who are doing organ trafficking in Kenya are part of the government. And we have to say it. If we are not allowed to come here and critique the government, there's no need of having a platform. Let us talk issues, but let us also call out those who are engaging in illegal and illegitimate activities. Another thing, there are two bases. There's a base in Eldoret and there's a base in Kilgoris. Munashtuka stima inapoteanga tu kidogo. JKIA stima imepotea, alafu kidogo kidogo inarudi. And people think it is normal. It's not normal. It is not a normal thing for an institution like JKIA kupoteza stima 30 minutes from nowhere. And we think it is normal. It's not normal. Wakati stima inapotea pale JKIA, haujui rounds of ammunition ambazo zinakuwa imported into Kenya. And what are those rounds of ammunition for? To kill the children of Kenya. Those rounds of ammunition zinaekwa kwa bases in Kilgoris and Eldoret. If you understand what it means to be in Kilgoris and Eldoret, you understand me. So we are saying Kenyans are not safe. Hata wewe speaker unaweza kuwa uko safe sahi, the next day you are not safe. These are the issues we have to speak to. And we cannot keep quiet. The other day kuna mtu alikuja akatuambia kwamba Kenya ina produce, okay, hakutuambia, of course ni fact that Kenya is producing only 4 gigawatts of electricity. And he compared us to their country which produces 70. And he goes ahead to say, which I support, that we cannot run industrialization with 4 gigawatts of power, of electric power. We cannot. Can we speak about producing more power? We have Lake Victoria ambayo inaweza tumika kuproduce geothermal, and kuna many rivers leading to Lake Victoria, but there's something called the 1929-1959 River Nile Agreement Treaty. There is that treaty ambayo inafanya sisi wenyewe hatuwezi tukatumia maji yetu. Ati sisi kama wa Kenya, we cannot use that water in Lake Victoria because someone in Egypt is depending on water from Lake Victoria, and they are producing geothermal power, and yet sisi ambao tuko na maji yenyewe hatuwezi tukaproduce. Hiyo treaty wali agree 1929.
Sure.
Okay?
Endelea, there are a lot of matters.
And yet Ethiopia hapa juu, Ethiopia iliamua kutupilia hiyo treaty, ikasema to hell with it, and they have constructed a dam yenye ina produce tens of gigawatts ambayo ina power the whole of Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is bigger than Kenya,
And they are selling electricity.
and they are selling electricity.
Was.
You understand?
Kenya.
Ethiopia is selling electricity to Kenya, and yet the water that Ethiopia is using to produce electricity is coming from Kenya. What are we doing about it? We have to speak about these things. Why don't we also say that 1929 treaty tuitupilie mbali, tuseme bwana tunataka kuproduce our electricity so that we can produce those 70 gigawatts or 50 gigawatts that we need to improve our industrialization in Kenya. Pan-Africanism. That is what we are talking about. So when we say we are talking about issues, Gen Zs are also able to talk about issues. Na ni wananchi wa Kenya. So Kenyans and my brothers and sisters, wanabunge, tuone vile tutapressurize serikali iseme 1929 Nile Treaty iende huko. We are going to produce our own power. Na tutakuwa na mtu ambaye tutaweza ku attract investors wenye wanaweza kuja Kenya, because with 4 gigawatts I tell you we cannot support industrialization to the maximum. Lastly, Kenya is in a bad state, and when I hear someone comes here and says that kumi tena ama tano tena ama kumi bila break, I feel very sad. I feel very sad. Call it what you want. The Blood Parliament documentary, maybe you may say it is sponsored by other people, I don't care. But I care about the live things I was seeing when I was on this street, seeing police killing Kenyans. And those police officers who are killing young people of Kenya are Kenyans. They are not from America, they are not from Britain. Kenya is in a bad state, and we are going to remind Kenyans every day until when we will have that election. And I support Willis' proposal that election should be conducted on the 2nd Tuesday of August in the 5th year. In the 5th year, not at the end of 5th year. Ukihesabu from 9th of August 2022. 5th year inaanzia 9th of August 2026. The 2nd Tuesday of August in that 5th year, 11th of August 2026. So I support that proposal. But before then, we have to organize to ensure that this illegitimate regime, this regime that kills its own people, this regime that doesn't care, this regime that doesn't have any humanity left, this regime that doesn't care about your voice and my voice. They do not care, by the way. And that is why kuna MP bado atasema, I mean, killing is normal, let us move on. Si kuna mtu amesema ati watu wamekuwa wakikufa. Imagine an MP, an elected leader, elected by his own people to represent their interests in the parliament, coming and saying that deaths are normal, let us move on. Shame on you. Shame on him. Shame on him. And those are the kind of MPs we are not going to re-elect into parliament. And what are we doing about it? Myself plus many other young people who are here, tumekuwa tukitembea kila mahali, tuki-encourage young aspirants, young and even old progressive aspirants to join us, because this is not a war for young people alone. This is a war for all Kenyans. We've been making rounds across the country and telling people that you and I are able to lead. We may be reasoning better than those people who are in that august house. Let us come forward, support ourselves, find our funding by ourselves, crowdsource from these people you see here, watu wako na pesa, and then go and capture parliament so that then our country can move forward. Bunge power! Bunge power! Asanteni sana.